Canadian researchers studying sleep patterns chose the Hadza people in Tanzania because their environment is much the same as the one humans lived in a million years ago.
They're in one of the least light pollution status areas on the planet. In the West, 99% of every individual that lives in a post-industrial context is exposed to light pollution. So the Hadza are exposed to almost no light pollution at all.
Researcher David Sampson also says they live the same way as our ancestors did.
They are a group that uses foraging to survive. So they're hunter-gatherers. They're using the same subsistence strategy that our ancestors used in the same ecology for essentially for 1.8 million years. So they were really the perfect group to answer these questions with.
What Sampson and his team discovered is that the Hadza sleep at all kinds of times, not just at night.
We found something quite surprising, in fact. We found that their sleep was incredibly asynchronous. So by this I mean that it was very, very rare that any of the individuals were asleep all at the same time.
But why? The answer may be that life back then was really dangerous, and it made sense for somebody to always be on watch. By contrast, young people in advanced societies tend to stay up late and sleep late, while the elderly seem to go to sleep early and get up early.
As it turns out, this may have been an adaptive behavior, this short, fragmented sleep in elderly individuals and this shift to a more lark-like pattern. It may have been beneficial in an evolutionary context.
Sleep, it turns out, has never been a one-size-fits-all kind of a thing.
If there's one clinical jewel that we think emerges from this research, is that it normalizes variation in sleep patterns in humans. So we have this bias, this sort of propensity in the West to look at anything outside that bell curve that's non-normal and to label it or categorize it perhaps as a sleep disorder in this context.
And that much-needed afternoon nap may be a holdover from a time when staying awake at night meant everyone woke up alive. Kevin Enochs, VOA News.